Okay? And perpendicular lines, what do we know about perpendicular lines?
They do cross.
They cross at what kind of an angle?
Why? Why?
On right angle or a 90-degree angle, right? It can't. Then they're not perpendicular. Then they're just intersecting lines. If they intersect or if they cross at a 90-degree angle, then they are perpendicular.
They cross at 90 degrees.
And their slopes are opposite reciprocal. What if I don't remember what that means? Opposite means change the sign, and reciprocal means flip the fraction. Write it down, please.
Flip the fraction.
Yep.
Who made those little flags?
Haley in third period.
That Haley?
No. In third period. Okay, so if I want to know the opposite reciprocal of 5/3, or sorry. Oh no, I ruined it.
What happened?
Oh, man.
What'd you ruin?
What's the opposite reciprocal of 3/5?
Fifth.
Negative 3.
5/3.
Negative 5/3.
Yes.
Oh.
It has to be negative because I have to change the sign. Remember the sign, this is a positive. I have to change the sign and flip it over. Yeah. What? Keep what the same? No.
It's negative already.
Change the sign every time and flip it. Okay, too much talking. Just stay quiet while we're doing notes. Okay, how about negative 2/3?
3/2.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Yeah. Still too much talking. Okay, I don't have a fraction on this one, so let's make it a fraction.
4/1.
And then the opposite reciprocal is what?
Negative 1/4.
It's really obvious. Put it away.
It's 1/4, right?
Yes. So it might be hard. It might be hard for us to flip it if we don't see a number there. It's okay to put a number there. Okay? What would this one be? Yeah? What's the opposite reciprocal? Positive 1, yep.
Sorry.
He's sick, poor thing. Okay, next. Negative 1/8.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Hello? Jose? Yes. What is the opposite reciprocal? You can put 8/1. No, not wrong. Okay, positive 7/2 becomes what?
Negative 2/7.
Yep. Positive 1/3 becomes what?
Negative 1.
Yep. Could be negative 3 if you like. And how about 12?
Negative 12. Negative 1/12.
12 negative.
Yeah, remember we've got to put it over 1 before we 1/12. Not 1/2. Okay, so they're giving us a point. A line passes through 12/5. Oh, gee, this looks familiar, doesn't it?
No.
And
Never seen that in my life.
is parallel to this equation, y equals 2/3 x minus 1. What's the equation of the new line? Okay. Just be quiet so that everybody has time to soak it in. Okay, do we know what slope our new line is gonna have?
You know, just the thing we've been doing the entire year.
Two lines that don't intersect.
Okay, so do we know, okay, I'll wait. Phones need to be completely away. I know you guys have had 3 weeks of just laying in bed looking at your TV.
I don't have a TV, I have a PC.
Well, your phone, that's what I meant. Okay. I need everybody quiet before we're gonna move on. We can't just guess the beat. Close, you're on the right track. Okay, I'm still waiting for people to stop talking.
Shut up. We moved.
Oh,
Okay. Do we know the slope of the new equation that we're trying to write? What is it?
Y equals 2, 3x
Okay.
minus 3.
We don't know what this number is going to be out here for the new equation. Okay? So do me a favor. This is the original line that we're working with. Thank you. This is our original equation. All we need to pull out of this is the slope. We're writing a new equation for a new line that goes through this point. If we know it's parallel, then we know we're using this same slope. We do not use anything else out of that equation. So just cross off the -1 because a lot of you want to plug that in somewhere and it doesn't go anywhere. Okay? So I know that my slope is going to be 2/3. And don't I have an x and a y up here that they've given me? Okay? So can I find what my equation is going to look like in this form? Why is there still talking again? I'm not going to keep stopping. I'm just going to send you outside. It's cold and rainy. Okay, so let's take our x and our y and plug in here. Our slope is going in. Stop. And we're going to work it down to find the b. So we already have this. We're trying to find this b back here. What is this? What's an easy way to handle this? 2/3 times 12 over 1. No? Use the calculator, or we can do a little bit of canceling here.
2, 1 times 4, 1.
So 2 over 1 times 4 over 1. So 8, right? We'll just call it 8. That's easier for us to handle. And then how do I get b by itself? What do I do with the 8? Josh? What? How? Do what with it? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so b equals 5 minus 8, -3. So where does that go in my equation?
Where the b is.
Good. Okay, this is the next skill test that you guys will take on Thursday.
Oh no.
Being able to write the equation.
8.
I'm not moving it.
Because I was going.
The. You're both.
Everybody got it down?
So,
Not open my.
Phone shouldn't be out. She didn't wait 5 minutes. Okay, everybody got it now? Okay. All right. So, classifying the lines means I'm telling, are they parallel, are they perpendicular, or neither? What do we know about parallel lines again? They're the same slope, right? Perpendicular, opposite, yes, and opposite reciprocal. Or if a lot of times they'll try and trick you and they'll change the sign or flip the fraction but not do both, and in that case it's neither. So we need to choose one of these. In this equation, can I tell the slope already?
yeah.
Yes. Let's do that one first. We already know the slope of this line is 4/5. Okay? We need to make this one look like this by getting the y by itself. What can I do with that 4 in front?
Divide it on both sides.
Yeah, I'm going to divide it everywhere actually. And I get y equals, remember I'm just keeping this as a fraction. Don't make it a decimal or anything weird. Okay? Now, if I compare this negative 5/4 with 4/5, they're definitely not the same, right? Are they opposite signs?
They're reversed.
Yeah, I've got a
reciprocal.
positive and a negative, and they're flipped over, right? 5/4 and 4/5. So these two are perpendicular. You can find that out just by looking at their slopes.
Can we write perp?
Yep.
That sounds like a disease that you get from like eating cancer.
Nolan.
I appreciate your creativity.
I do too. Okay. Now we have the same thing.
Perpendicular.
We have the same thing except as on the front page we have a point that it goes through, 2, 4, and an equation, but we want perpendicular to that. Okay, so what am I pulling out of this equation? Only?
Just a fraction.
Yeah, just the slope. Okay, so what is my new slope going to be for my line that's perpendicular? Oy vey. What's my new slope going to be if I change this?
30.
Negative 3 over 1, which we can just say is negative 3.
Really?
Okay, so that takes 2 options out down here. Okay, let's plug in our x and y. Four is going in for the y, negative 3 is going in for the slope, and 2 is going in for the x. Can anybody see it already?
Yes.
Okay, if I multiply these, what do I get?
Negative 6.
Negative 6, and then how do I get b by itself?
Subtract 6.
Add.
Close.
Yep.
So B equals 10.
Good.
D.
So we've got y equals negative 3x plus 10. Okay? Make sure you have all this on your paper.
Like